Hello, Zero here, and welcome to another episode of the Manager series, 100% lore playthrough of Lobotomy Corporation. So, something happened at the end of the previous episode, at the end of day 46, and I am just going to confirm that that is supposed to be ending A. So, if you would recall, Abel told us that we are not yet ready to proceed, and the door was closed to us. And if we look further back, we can go to day 45. You remember that yet unnamed A told us that we can always go to the first act. So, what we've experienced there was we failed, and the main hint there is if you can't continue means you didn't complete something, which is, as we could expect, is the missions. We were not able to complete the missions that would push us, well, at least allow us to push through to day 47. So for this episode, I am not going to go back to the first day yet. What I'm going to do first is I am going to first try unlocking all of these things first. Extract everything that I can extract. Then I will return to memory repository. So that I won't need to research these guys anymore. So that would be Archer. Once I finished extracting everything, what I will do is I will just return to memory repository, double check whether we got everything, and after that we are going to return to day 1 as per suggestion of A that we are not ready. There's really no way we can proceed to day 47 with what we have right now. So we have to return to day 1. Right, as mentioned, we are going to rewind to memory repository. Then we'll just double check whether we got all the ego or not. But regardless, after this, we are going to return to day 1. Use the time track to return to day 1. Archer and Howe are back to where they were. And we got Solemn Lament. Might as well read it now. It's a very fast white. Well, it's a white and black because of the gun. The somber design is a reminder that not a sliver of frivolity is allowed. Frivolity is allowed for the minds of those who mourn. One handgun symbolizes grief for the dead, while the other symbolizes early lament for the living. Lantern. The luminous organ shines brightly, making it useful lighting up the dark. It's also great as a lure. So teeth sticking out of some spots of the equipment is a rather frightening sight. It's also the luminous organ shines brightly, making it useful for lighting up the dark. It's also great as a lure. Well, it's the same. Just the same. And Solemn Lament. The Undertaker's outfit belongs to those who pay tribute to the dead. Only a soul in mind is required to express condolences. There's no need for showy accessories. If you see a mound standing out in the middle of the desert, please do not desecrate it. This grave of the countless butterflies that have died in this place. And yeah, that's it. So our only hope now is to return to day 1. Double check this codex. So we maxed out. Good, we maxed out funeral dead butterflies as well as the meat lantern. Yes. So we can't re-extract this because this is the defaults. 1 sin and 100 good deeds. So I'm just going to skim through the daily stuff and the daily visual novel stuff. But I am just going to give some comments based on what we already know. Okay. I don't feel about yours. One of the wings of the world signifies best to exist in this age. I know what you must be thinking. I should think too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? Yeah, this is reference to what Carmen said. No, not really. How should I describe this in layman's terms? It took an enormous amount of time and effort to create me. All kinds of new algorithms and features were developed, describing a new chapter in the history of artificial intelligence. Serve the company. Search of a solution and okay, we already. This is the end of the branch. The branches merge here. Well, this is a lie, and X doesn't know that this part is a lie. Well, not technical lie. It's a lie, but it's part of the script. that A made. And memories follow separate are synchronized. Right, we got a new person, Haru. But I should also start hiring people from the previous cycle. So let's customize people's appearance. Christopher. As for the hair, yep, this is Christopher. Now for the ego. What can our people equip? No requirement. Hay has a requirement. Harvest doesn't have a requirement though. But that shouldn't matter at this point. Just need probably a gun just for safety. Or I can give Christopher the big weapon. As for the suit, logging does not require anything. Well, I think gaze would be the best at this point. Right. Start the day. You know what to do with this. I'll also do insight work if I really need to. So I have a couple of choices, whether I will just use Christopher as farming. I'll just farm Christopher over and over. But again, the problem here is this spawn will be pretty low. And the next breakpoint is... What's the next breakpoint? 30 is the next breakpoint. So I'll need to work on one sin for more than a couple of times. Now, let's just take a look. We'll complete the workday. Now we'll end this Cliff House meltdown first. Then we'll end the workday. So we can see Christopher, Haru. And I'm going to send Haru once. So we have sent them 3 times, and you're going to see how much increase in temperance will they get after 3 works. And it would be great if they get at least the ego gift this early. Alright. Okay, so from 15 to 25. So it gives around 3 to 4. Yeah, 3 to 4. Probably 3 to 5 or 2 to 5. 3 to 4 every time you work on it. So we just need to send Haru and Christopher a couple more times. Right, we've got this wheelchairs. So now, for the randomization, we are going to be randomizing among those who we haven't extracted yet. This is going to be a random between 2. FO244. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. 00256. People have been committing sins long ago. Why do they commit sins, knowing it's wrong? And we're gonna get this one. Let's try Build of Fear. So first run, we always chose the first. Let's try second. Future is inevitable, but never undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Alright. Simply remarkable. Mold the future, creating brand new paths. Now we have one more lob point, so I am going to get Adam. Close enough. Ego list. Again with the ego. That's the highest ego we have. Apart from harvest. Let's get a strong red ego. No, let's just give this. And yeah. So we have gaze and we got logging. Gaze is the safest actually at this point. Okay. 056. Small and confident bird that punishes the evil, guilty, and all sorts of irreverent people. Some employees have said that it is cute when the bird mightily flutters its tiny wings. One. Right, let's just send Adam over here so we can continue farming Haru and Christopher. Breathe in, breathe out. 256 feels like it's back in the forest in which it used to live when sitting on its perch. Not many know about 0256's disgusting flesh, which splits apart to several sections. So Adam may die. Yep. So instinct is not good. Let's try insight. And it deals red damage. I can change the armor to something more appropriate if Adam still dies. Just need to stick to the manual. Employees put a perch in 0256 containment unit because it seemed to be bored. Disgusting flesh. So, insight seems to be okay. When an employee enters the containment unit of another abnormality, O256 clip-off counter lowered with a normal probability. When Velasquez fell into a panic, O256 clip-off counter lowered. No, there are sinister rumors about the wings, but I have no choice but to work here. Pay is just too good, and everyone around looks up to me. Let's try another one. That was just normal. Let's try attachment. This would be Christopher. Play Fast Meltdown. Few employees know O256 hidden teeth. O256 voluntarily returned to its containment after a panicking employee returned to normal. It also returned after a period of time had passed. Mackie was ordered to suppress O256. When they tried to attack it, the central portion of the abnormality split and redacted. Afterwards, Mackie was confirmed to have died. The suppression ended in failure. Let's try repression. Okay, we're not gonna try repression. Maybe attachment work? Anyway, the point is, it will return eventually to its containment unit, so you don't want to suppress it, otherwise you're gonna die. There's no story yet. Kind of weird. Already completed the tier. But I guess that's its gimmick. Let's try attachment again. So it's a small bird. O256 is a small bird. Never cheeps or chirps. However, its stomach occasionally twitches. Harrow was the last. Then time for Christopher. Seems that attachment work is good, so we know instinct is not so good. Huh? Attachment is just common. Or maybe you're just lucky. Let's try inside again. So this is Zine. This is Tet. And Tet will give Adam a boost in XP compared to the others. Hopefully this is good again. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, insight. Okay, finally, after 2 tiers, we have unlocked more lore. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins, knowing it's wrong? Small Bird wondered. Must be because there's no one to punish people for their misdeeds. If someone takes that role, then no foul act would happen in this world ever again. With this in mind, the little bird left the forest it had been living in and never went back. Okay. And I think I can alternate between our people. So Adam can start working here. And I'll just run Haru and Christopher over. Do some work. Then Haru dies. Well. Oh, still good. So it's not a small bird, it's a punishing bird. And one more. I'll send Christopher. Hopefully Christopher doesn't die. I really don't want to try this day. I can still send Adam over, but Adam's already over level, I think, in terms of attachment. And that's a level 1 mumbling. So it's vulnerable, but you don't want to attack it because it's gonna kill you. Alright, there's really no story from this. And it gives us beak and beak. Still no gift. Still no gift. Anyway, that's it for this day. Right, everyone's temperance is boosted. Kinda weird that Adam wasn't boosted in terms of prudence. But yeah. So the prudence boost is just one use is enough to raise it 4? 3, 4, huh. Kinda similar to how Zion works. Okay, we already have all of these, so we're just going to re-extract. So we have no choice, we're gonna have to choose this. FO483, everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. Three days. So we haven't chosen this yet. I wish to mature my spirit. Come to think of it, there was another manager who gave me such an answer. As you know, spiritual is a rather obsolete term in today's world. So I asked them for a definition of spirit. Then that manager told me. Well, I unfortunately do not recall the details of the conversation. AI cannot store every bit of data. Unnecessary information should be deleted for smooth operation. So, I should fulfill their wish. And wait, that previous thing? Again, kind of a lie. Mainly because Angelo remembers everything. Well, that last part about cheering you on is kinda true. Right, let's see our next person. Okay, we can hire Quinn and Chloe now. Yeah, I'll just look at this afterwards, but we can now hire Quinn and Chloe. Yeah, I might just prepare this, and for the next episode I'll prepare this offline, so I won't have a problem. Right, in terms of suits, do we have level 2 people already? Nope. So we can't wear things yet. But we can wear things that are pretty strong. Alright, we got temperance too. I guess Haru can wear that while farming for prudence. cherry blossoms. Not a good idea. Since we're gonna be farming that. Sure, maybe we can just wear this. So the guns are not yet. Got temperance too, so these guys can now get better guns. Here you go, suit for Quinn. Still don't have temperance. I'm gonna just give that. Still don't have justice. Gun. And one more. Don't want to think anymore. Okay, let's begin the day. Maybe I'll just finish this tool. Once we finish this tool, I can end the day. Suppression will work to push down everything that could erupt. Now, what is this? An abnormality is similar to a fairy, having two pairs of wings and a small body. They act as a cluster. See what we are gonna get. 3. Let's try attachment work and, well, let's try Haru. As for this guy, we can just farm everyone's prudence. So this requires, Christopher requires 2, Adam requires another 2. These guys will need some more. As for temperance, we're going to need to send Quinn and Chloe over. If Harry can show that they are competent, then they may be able to draw FO3A3's attention. So it's Zion. Most of the employees do not know the true meaning of the fairy scare. Okay, we got some sort of buff. Normal good small fairies can appear around the employee. Small fairies will heal the employee's HP over a limited time. Chloe. So I think one more for Christopher. So just 2 for each Christopher and what was that? That was normal, I think. Let's try repression work. That's Christopher. It's Adam's time. Quinn again. It's still good. So the previous thing was also good. If an employee under fairy's care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. Okay. See, instinct is high. So these seem to be normal. More lore. They use a language we cannot understand to communicate with each other. They follow a few employees around when they enter the containment unit, using their special abilities to help heal injuries. Employees call this act the fairy scare. Okay. So, Adam's turn. I mean, Haru is getting a decent farm out of this one. Quinn, then Chloe. So wing beat, Zion, still Zion. We got lots of Tet, so this is kind of a waste. On the plus side, we can farm attachment and instinct here. We already had someone where we can farm attachment, but instinct is nice. Okay, lots of lore. I'm gonna have to scroll down as we move along. The fairies protect our employees. If you often act out of the goodness of your heart and a lover of nature, then the fairies will gladly take care of you. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairies' care. You can also enjoy the envious glances you'll get from the other employees. But that's not that it's important, but what if fairies don't approach you? Then you should reflect on your life. When Emil and I took shifts in entering the fairies' containment unit, the fairies did not hesitate to approach me. Only me, never towards Emil. You all know Emil and how he is. Why, just yesterday he refused to share his snacks with me, and he was acting all high and mighty. This is a sacred act to be protected by fairies in any world. However, do not enter their containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you've read a few books on them, you'll know that fairies dislike those who take advantage of their kindness. The corresponding document is only accessible by employees level 4 and higher. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in the room of another abnormality, we noticed some anomalies. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit Walter was found in was for an abnormality that uses psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouths. We did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh and blood it was. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in a forest visit you just because they like you or that you've done many good deeds is only something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know this truth, we sometimes become deluded, thinking that the fairies' care is happening because of all the good deeds we've done, or that the fairies are favoring us because there is something that makes us more special than the other employees. The fairies are no more than carnivorous monsters, and their protection is their method to keep the meat fresh. When an employee enters another containment unit, they gobble them up in fear that they would lose their food to something else. However, the employees were greatly satisfied by the fairies' care, and we saw a drastic increase in the accident rate, so we deemed it unnecessary to tell the truth to the employees. So, yeah, this is that. Though it's seems to be kind of rare because the fairies' care doesn't take too long. Yeah, less than 10 seconds. Maybe if there's an abnormality here, you might have to deal with it. But so we are done with Adam doing it once. I'm just going to the punishing bird one more time. Maybe we should see the name. And it looks like a fairy. And it's a fairy festival with fairies. It looks like there's gonna be no more descriptions after this one. Maybe. Well, essentially, this is just a ride stick. It's just cuter, I guess. So just one more here so we can wrap it up. And Adam still needs to work on this one more time. And I think that's it. Next would be the tool. After we fully research the tool, after the day after this, we can end the episode. So yeah, we fast forwarded around 15 minutes of content at the start of this episode. Okay, I think that's good enough. We've already maxed this out, and there is no more lore here. Punishing Bird, there's also no more lore. But we got a new gun. That is dead, unlike the Well Cheers, which is not. Okay, finally have a level 2. And the problem with design is, even though you worked on this a lot, many times, you just got 24. So again, 3. Christopher and Adam are now level 2. We still need to pump up Quinn and Chloe's temperance before they can work on other things. I may just let Haru farm the Punishing Bird instead, and they're going to tag team it. Adam and Christopher are going to tag team it. Right, more tools. So that is 1, the center. 981. Satisfaction is only temporary though. Those who trade hard sang into the depths, slowly forgotten in the ever-lengthening corridors of time. Alright, this is the day when... Yep, increase... I'm not sure. Angelus kinda... What? Oh yeah, this is also the day where the champagne. We didn't lose anyone. There's no ordeal. That was 2 days ago. That's fine. There will be many more occasions on which to toast. However, manager, please refrain from drinking alone when I am not around. There's a companion to clink glasses together. And if we remember the lore for Bloodbath, there is a reference to a bottle there and drinking alone. Okay, we now have a couple of level 2s, so let's just give them a better armor. Got level 2 Bear Paws, but we already got Gaze. Prudence 2. Harvest is pretty strong unless we've got black damage, but right now we don't have any black damage. Not dealing with any black damage yet. So Prudence 2, Fortitude 1, right? Let's give Christopher and Adam those. Chloe. Alright, Haru can keep that. Chloe, it's just 1, so I think it would be better to just keep the regret. Yeah, we can't keep the regret or even the Force Smash Flame, since currently most of the people that deal with us are red damage. This is red. This is also red. This will not kill you unless you wear something really weak. So Quinn can wear that instead. Okay, so plan for today. Pump up Haru's Prudence. Christopher and Adam can farm Fairy Festival. And Quinn and Chloe will continue farming One Sin. And as a sacrifice, this is going to be a sacrificial day. Everyone is going to be using this over and over again. Right, I'll just send Haru to use it over and over. See what happens. Okay, it assumes the shape of a shovel glass, but nothing is reflected on its surface. Those who face mirror of adjustment will have their stats randomly adjusted. Okay, so mirror of adjustment. Let's see if Haru dies after being adjusted multiple times. Okay, single use. Haru is getting lower in terms of stats. Yeah. If one faces the mirror adjustment more than once a day, all their stats will lower each subsequent time they face it. The only thing it shows is people. When facing oneself in the mirror, subject changes. There are numerous suggestions, like possibility of linkage to a parallel universe or magical powers, but none of this can be confirmed. Okay. So just continue doing this until Haru runs out or dies. There should be a limit. Otherwise, Haru will just continue using it. But that's already 5 times. Both who face themselves in the mirror may appear the same, but in actuality, they have become completely different people. Well, given what Hawkma told us. Oh, I think Haru's already rock bottom. It doesn't lower anymore. So Haru is at the lowest possible value. Looking into the mirror multiple times will gradually eat away one's humanity until they become indistinguishable from a hollowed husk of a man. So caution is advised. Yo, Brian just walked right past me without saying a word. What's up with him? Oh, he took a peek at the mirror. You know, he always complained about being born too weak. I guess he finally made up his mind about it, huh? Satisfaction is only temporary, though. Okay, I think we have a couple of ways of abusing that. First is we're not going to work too much on the Fairy Festival. And yeah, we're not going to use it too much. We don't need the weapon and the suit. I'll just extract one of each so we can learn the lore. Instead, we are just going to be farming Beak over and over. Okay. We'll just farm Beak over and over, then all of us will use, all of the employees will use behavior mirror of adjustment. Alright, let's send Christopher and Adam over. No, that's Quinn. As for the rest, we are just going to do Punishing Bird. Because it's set, so it's got a higher chance of higher bonus. Then at the end of the day, everyone is going to go here and reshuffle their stats. Okay. It's the first? Okay, Adam was the first. Then Chloe was the first, so Quinn's gonna try it. Then Haru. Adam again. I think just one more should be enough. No, two more. Right, Chloe, Quinn, and Haru. Adam was the last one. And once we get this... Oh, we already got this. Why did I go do that again? And everyone's going to be working on the punishing bird. And everyone's going to do one more round. So Adam, then Christopher, then the other guys, the three other guys, and we're going to end the day. So that's Adam, then Christopher. Alright, I think Adam can already use this. Since Adam's not going to be using it again. Then next would be Christopher's going to be running towards that. Maybe I can heal. They might die because of it. Chloe. Then Christopher. See what happened to Adam. I mean, Fortitude 2, not bad. Chloe. Then Gwen. Chloe can now use this one. Gwen, then Haru. It's weird, it should be high. Not getting a decent. Right, that's Quinn, and finally Haru. So let's just farm Prudence, then everyone can reshuffle their things. And one more, which is Haru. After healing, Haru will grab that bonus. And once we've done that, can end the day, and we are going to be wrapping up this episode. This is kind of weird right now, but we can look at it differently. Okay. We've chosen this before. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age, although one can always improve the quality of their life. It is a simple metaphor, but... Okay, the seed. Fertile soil. That metaphor comes up again? Well, that's the first time the metaphor is brought up in your first cycle. Alright, Haru is now 2. But they can't wear their... Why can't they wear the Daredevil? Temperance, they lost the Temperance. Adam also kinda... Adam is now back to level 1. Anyway, we'll try again. I'm going to let them farm again. Mirror adjustment, but that would be in the next episode. So what we are going to do now is just read the lore of our new ego. Wingbeat, Zion. The sprouting wings are as mischievous as fairy pranks. Those 2 pairs of flimsy wings will obviously never move. Wearing this ego may make it easier to receive the care of the fairies. But there's no bonus here, so I guess that's just something the lore told us. And beak. It's sleek without a dent. The suit was originally very small, barely wearable by a child. As more blood stains the armor, the chest plate rises subtly, as if it were alive. As for the new weapons, beak. As if to prove that size doesn't matter when it comes to force, the weapon has high firepower despite its small size. Unleash it on those standing in the way with no hesitation or forgiveness. The bullet's surface is covered with numerous spikes, resembling small teeth, so it can inflict quite a bit of pain when it penetrates an enemy. Well, I guess when you're dealing with dawn ordeals. Wingbeat. Raised by the fairies, the weapon radiates a pale light. Despite its cute shape, the ego itself is rather heavy. And yeah, that's it for this episode. We started a new cycle, got a new employee in Haru, but for the rest, I will try to just check, at least write down how they look like. What I'm using was just a screenshot and trying to match them. So to save time in the next stream, I will just do it offline. But yeah, you started a new cycle, and what we need now is to be at day 20 so we can start the Dusk Ordeals. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. VODs are always in YouTube, and if you want to see me stream and record this, just follow the link in the description to my Twitch page. And yeah, thanks again for watching and hope you have a great day.